Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Don't Make Me Choose podcast. Settle down, you animals. This is, of course, episode number 8 of a podcast in which we look at various interactive fiction works. Everything from classic choose-your-own-adventure style text adventures all the way to machine learning-based dynamic storytelling applications such as AI Dungeon. Of course, I'm your host, Permanent, and today's episode is brought to you by needing to make another episode. Last week, I apologize for missing the episode. I had actually come down with a bit of a head cold, but I'm feeling ripe as rain now, ready to get back into it. And it was actually kind of funny. When I first started feeling symptoms or, feeling a little weird last week, my nose was a little runny. I was starting to get nervous. I thought I had escaped 2020 successfully and had gotten away with not getting the dreaded coronavirus. And when I started feeling weird, I started to get nervous. And then I remembered that it's still possible to get regular sick. So, a day later, some extra rest. I was back on track, back feeling myself. And I'm ready to get back into it this week. And in today's episode, we're going to be continuing our series looking at the IF competition submissions from 2020. And in particular, today we're going to be looking at one of the first place winners, The Impossible Bottle by Linus Akesson. I guess there was a tie for first place in last year's competition. And so we're going to be taking a look at one of the first place winners from that competition. It's a parser mixed with a point-and-click adventure, which should be pretty interesting. I have not looked into this all too much, but the reviews look pretty good. It's got an average rating on the IFDB of 4.5 stars. The reviews, I avoided reading the spoilers, but I did read, browse through some of them to get an idea of, what the basic premise of the story was, and it seemed pretty fun and interesting. And I like that it's not entirely parser-based, because as we know from the last story, I have a pretty hard time doing parser-based adventures at this point. I'm still trying to get used to, working with the parser and getting the right vocabulary and whatnot. So today I'm excited to get into this one. Obviously, this episode's gonna contain some spoilers. This is the first time I'm seeing the project, so we're going into it blind. We can uncover it together. This is called Don't Make Me Choose, so I'm hoping anyone in chat here on Twitch will help interact with me and help me along the way. I'll be looking for your suggestions about basic commands to put in or different branches within the story we want to take. So periodically throughout the episode, I'll be reaching out to chat for some suggestions, so feel free to chime in. If you do want to check this project out on your own before seeing any spoilers, if you're watching on YouTube, I suggest to pause now, check it out, and then come back and hang out and watch how the episode turns out. With that said, this is a podcast recorded live here on Twitch every week. I suggest, if you want to come back in the future or get notified when we go live, go ahead and follow on Twitch here. That way you get the notification next time we go live. And I think with that, I'll go ahead and get into it, and we can read the project description and start the game itself. So let's get going. All right, so as I said, we're looking at The Impossible Bottle. It's a parser-based point-click combination project created by Linus Akesson. It was one of the first-place winners from the IF competition back in 2020. And about the story, the description is, housework is only as dull as your imagination. Join Emma, 6 years old, on a playful adventure of peculiar proportions. Merciful Puzzle Fest. It's a parser and point click as you please. One of the reviews or the project description elsewhere had described that you can basically play the entire game using just the point and click hyperlinks, although there is one puzzle that requires some form of a command to be typed into the parser. There's inbuilt a hint system in the game. There's an actual graphical map, which I think will help me, especially with trying to visualize the space that we're in within the story and get an idea where we are, where we can go. So I'm looking forward to using that feature for sure. And I think with all of that, let's go ahead and pop open the game now. We're going to be starting fresh, going in blind, and I'm ready to go. So let's get going. Emma, be a doll and clean up your toys. The Taylors are coming tonight, and the house is a complete mess. Dad digs around in a brown paper bag in the kitchen counter. With a triumphant noise, he produces a potato and starts to peel it. And then I'm presented with 4 different dialogue options with hyperlinks associated, and then a parser command prompt waiting for input. So, those in chat watching, if anyone's out there, we got options 1 through 4 of how we can respond to Dad. Clearly, we're taking the form of a 6-year-old girl named Emma, who's been requested to clean the house, or clean a mess for guests coming later. Option 1, we could say, but cleaning is so boring, as a typical response would be from a 6-year-old. Option number 2, I'd love to, Dad, but Nibbles wants to be a rock star, and I have to work on his outfit. Option number 3, I was doing that, but a stegosaurus went stomping through the house and messed everything up again. Or option number 4, it's already done. Everything is spick and span. So, if anyone's in chat, what do you think? Give me your suggestion. How are we going to start this off? Of course, if I get no response, we will resort to the handy dandy random number generator. I'll give it another couple seconds while I pull that up. Anyone in chat, feel free to chime in. How would we like to start? Three, 2, 1. All right, random number generator says option number 3. So we will go ahead and respond with, I was doing that, but a stegosaurus went stomping through the house and messed everything up. Suppose I did believe that, Emma. You'd still have to clean up, wouldn't you? And we have another 4 options. Let's go ahead and do another random number generator here. Option number 2, we're going to respond with, I'd love to, Dad, but Nibbles wants to be a rock star, and I have to work on his outfit. The dad responds, you'll clean up right now, young lady. Then you can play with Nibbles. Now we can respond with, but cleaning is also, but it's so boring. Or it's already done. Everything is spick and span. Or we submit and say, oh, all right then. Any thoughts, chat? I'll go ahead and limit the generator down to 3 options. I think option number 2 probably isn't the right response here. He clearly sees a mess of some sort. So I think just saying it's done would prompt him to be more disappointed in our observation skills as a child. All right, random number generator says 3. I guess we're going to cave and start cleaning. So we say, oh, all right then. And then the dad responds with, there's a good girl. And the dad returns to his cooking. And then we make it to the introduction to the story, The Impossible Bottle, an interactive fiction by Linus Akesson. I keep saying that wrong. We can type about for credits. We can type help for game-specific instructions. And then we find ourselves in the kitchen. And interestingly, too, so we're in the kitchen, and the description for the room there's various rooms or words that are hyperlinked, and I'm assuming you click on those to get more information directly rather than, trying to examine things through the parser, which I like because it saves the time of trying to figure out what I need to put into the parser with limited parser-based interactive fiction experience on my end. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll check out the kitchen. Dad is standing by the kitchen counter. A refrigerator hums quarterly in a corner of the room. You can see a park through the window on the western wall. An open doorway leads east. A fire truck is on the floor. Dad peels some carrots. And then we have the option to look, check our inventory. We can check our current goals, which I forgot to mention before. It does track your current goals to help keep you on track. And then we have an option to go east, to go towards that open doorway. Chat, we've got a lot of options here. We can examine the dad, the kitchen counter, the refrigerator, window, a fire truck, and then all the options I had just said before. Any thoughts? Or am I just going to start clicking and seeing where it takes us? Feel free to chime in. Of course, it's called Don't Make Me Choose. I'm an indecisive person, so help me out if you're interested. While we wait for that, I think I'll start with the first prompt and find out a little bit more about the dad. Dad is wearing an apron over his light blue shirt and brown trousers. He is hard at work with the cooking. Dad's rinsing some onions. We could talk to the dad. We could also go back and examine other areas of the kitchen. Let's check out the kitchen counter. The counter is made of wood with gray stone on top. It has a stove with 3 burners, an oven, and a sink with a tap. On the countertop are several pans, ladles, measuring cups, and veggies. Dad chops away at some bell peppers. All right. Check out the refrigerator. The fridge is beige and tall and makes a comforting sound. On its closed door is a list, and Dad stirs a pan. Okay, well, right away I want to check out this list. Maybe it'll give us some idea. So a list of everything Dad needs to do before the tailors arrive. He has to cook, vacuum, set table, shower, and get dressed. And after reading the list, Dad adds a pinch of salt and pepper. So it looks like he's hard at work at item number 1 on his list, getting the cooking ready, and then he's probably going to move on to vacuuming. Anything else that we missed? We have the window on the western wall. You can see a park and a deserted bike trail through the window in the west wall. On the sill is a fern in a pot. Dad's back to peeling some onions. Check out the fern. The fern sits there quietly vegetating, and Dad stirs a pan. We of course have the option to take items. We could take the fern. I don't think we need anything yet. Based on the information I've seen so far, I think we're still kind of just getting a lay of the room and figure out what our next move is. There's a doorway to the east that we could still check out. Fire truck is on the floor. Let's check out the fire truck. Your beloved fire truck is about the size of a house cat and bright red. It has a ladder that you can extend and retract and a little steering wheel that actually works. Right now the ladder is retracted. Dad chops away at some onions. Maybe we'll go ahead and take the fire truck. And the dad nods approvingly. So I guess we're starting to clean up a little bit. Cool. Yeah, I really like the form of interaction that this project has so far. They make it really straightforward with the options you have, the actions you can take, and I like the flexibility of, those experienced with parser-based can go ahead and start typing in their own commands down there. I do feel a little overwhelmed with how much there is to explore and investigate here in terms of like items and other hyperlinked words, but I think they're all there for a purpose, so let's keep checking them out. Looking at the ladder, we see it's retracted. Yeah, we knew that. Steering wheel controls the wheels of the fire truck, and the dad is still chopping away at some bell peppers. We can turn the steering wheel. As I turn the steering wheel, the wheels of the fire truck also move. Marvelous. So, we get it. Nothing there. Let's check out the oven. Again, chat, any ideas of where we want to go next, feel free to pop them in the chat and we can go from there. Looking at the oven, we see it's on, but nothing is cooking inside. Still prepping the veggies. And then we've got pans, a sink. It's an ordinary sink with a tap. Tappity tap, it's off. We could turn it on. Dad is cooking, so he'd probably be annoyed. Maybe we'll leave it off then. And then the last thing in the kitchen we have to check out, I believe, are pans. We've got pans, measuring cups, ladles. Dad is in the middle of cooking. Nothing new there from what I can tell. And I think the last thing are the veggies, which include potatoes, onions, carrots. Dad's adding salt, pepper. He's being a real chef. I think I've killed enough time. No one's saying go east, so I'll make the executive decision to go through the east doorway. Going through the doorway, we find ourselves in the sitting room. So let's continue. The green velvet sofa looks as inviting as ever. Through the window in the eastern wall, you can see the main street. Open doorways lead west and north. There's a blanket fort in the middle of the room, surrounded by 6 wooden chairs. Cool. Before we start investigating the stuff here, let's go ahead and take a look at our inventory. We have the fire truck. And let's also take a look at our goals. Maybe there's something clear here. Your current goals are to clean up the toys. Dad has a to-do list of his own on the fridge. Cool, so we did start with the fire truck. I think that was the only toy back in the kitchen. We obviously probably have to pick up this blanket fort in the middle of the room. So let's see if we can start making progress on that. We can examine the blanket fort, which is a masterfully created blanket fort, if you may say so yourself. It's the size of a large dining table. Pretty impressive. Dad would want you to return the blanket to the large bed upstairs, so this is probably your last chance to get it there. Oh, last chance to get in there and play a little. Alright. The blanket's a large light blue blanket taken from your parents' double bed. It forms the roof and walls of the blanket fort. Could take the... Let's go in. Let's see what we can do inside before we start deconstructing it. So we crawl into the blanket fort. You're inside a cozy blanket fort. Light seeps in through a gap under the blanket edge. All directions lead out. There's a microphone and a pillow here. Interesting. You peek under the gap. The fort is surrounded by fierce lions. Interesting. Actually, they're heavy wooden chairs with lion feet. I was going to say, that's one killer imagination. We can also... Yeah, we looked at the blanket, got no information there. Let's take a look at the microphone. It's the pink glittery microphone from your first karaoke for your My First Karaoke set. A cable is coming out the back. Okay. And then a pillow. Soft and fluffy. It's supposed to be on your bed. Alright, maybe we'll take the pillow. Because that's going to have to go upstairs, I'm assuming. Maybe we'll take the microphone now while we're at it. And then maybe we'll head out. Back into the sitting room. We got open doorways west and north. West goes back to the kitchen. East goes back to the sitting room. North, I'm assuming, we'll start going towards a staircase or go right upstairs in general. But once again, I'll go to chat. Where do we want to go next? Do we want to go north? Do we want to start deconstructing the fort? What are your thoughts? Help me decide. Crickets. That's what I need to find for the soundboard. Hilarious. Let's continue. Let's go north. So entrance hall, coats and jackets hang on a rack over a shoe shelf by the front door to the east. The laundry room is to the west and the bathroom is to the north. There is an open doorway to the south and a spiral staircase leads up. A calendar is on the wall. Okay, so we got a lot of options here. We have some toys we could start putting away. So maybe we go upstairs to our room. We could check out the laundry room, but I know we already have 3 things in our inventory. I don't know if there's a limit to how much we can carry. I think while we're at it, maybe we'll take a look at the map just so we get an idea. Cool. So it's like a hand-drawn graphical map of a floor plan. We've got a downstairs floor plan and an upstairs floor plan. It doesn't really tell where we are, but I'm sure if I took more than a couple seconds, I could start to piece together the rooms we've been to. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, let's just do some quick investigating on the items that were highlighted here. We've got a rack over the shoe shelf, which is for outdoor clothes for rainy days. You haven't had much use for them lately. Okay. Implying the weather's been nice. We've got a calendar. It's June 2020. Today's date is circled in red. We've got a spiral staircase, a thin metal handrail, and steps that go round and round. We could climb the staircase, which I think is my next thought. So let's go ahead and climb the staircase. We find ourselves on a landing. A railing half encloses a spiral staircase leading down. To the south, Mom's study is visible through an open doorway. The door to Nolan's room is set in the west wall across from a window, and the door to your room is to the north. What do we think, chat? Any ideas? Lead the way. Otherwise, I'm going to take the easy route and go to the room to see if we can put our toys away. Any input? Okay, let's head north to our room. This is the best room in the house because it's yours. The exit is south, and there's a window towards the street. Front and center is a large dollhouse on a white table. There's also a bed, a toy chest, and a karaoke speaker. Let's take a look at the window. What do we see? Did you want to examine the real window or the windows of the dollhouse? I'm going to say the real window first. Through the window, you can see the main street below, devoid of people on this lazy Sunday afternoon. Okay, let's check out the dollhouse. Oh wow, lots of information here. The dollhouse has 4 separate rooms, a wooden plaque on the front, and a small hatch on the back. In the master bedroom, upper left, are a little vanity and a miniature double bed. In the kitchen, lower left, are a miniature refrigerator and a miniature kitchen counter. There's also a daddy doll. In the study, upper right, are a miniature bookshelf, a small potted herb, a little rolling chair, and a miniature work desk. A mommy doll is sitting on the rolling chair. In the sitting room, lower right, are 6 miniature wooden chairs, a miniature blanket fort, and a cute little sofa. Interesting. Is this some sort of Inception type of situation here? Not really Inception. I don't know. I remember one Pokemon episode where they were like in a dollhouse or something like that, with all the rooms kind of matching the rooms we've already kind of seen here, and the study, I'm assuming, is going to describe the mom's office. Could be foreshadowing something to come. I'm not really sure. But we've got a lot of words we could examine further here, but it looks like a lot to dive into right now. Maybe let's just kind of check out the original set of hyperlinks we had. We can continue looking at the table. It's a smooth white table, waist high, and almost exactly as wide as the dollhouse on top. The tabletop extends a bit in front of the house. Okay. Remind us what we have. We have a microphone, pillow, and a fire truck in our inventory. Let's take a look at the bed. Nibbles lies slumped in one corner of it. Let's get a little more information on this Nibbles. Nibbles is a brown plush capybara, almost as large as yourself. Mom brought him back from Brazil when she was there on a conference. He's a bit rugged, but very huggable. And then we can hug Nibbles. Sure, why not? You give Nibbles a warm hug. Aww. So sweet. Well, maybe we'll put our pillow back on the bed, if we can do that. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. Oh yeah. Put it on the bed. Maybe we'll try typing bed. Oh, it worked. Cool. I love it. I really like how this project's handling the choices we can make and the actions we can take. I like it so far. So we placed the pillow on the top of your bed. Awesome. We have a toy chest in the room. We can try and put our fire truck in there. Looking at the toy chest, we see it's a large white box with a hat with happy animals painted on the outside. The lid is open. In the toy chest are a jigsaw puzzle piece, a microphone stand, and a doll-sized wardrobe. Maybe let's see if we can put the fire truck away. Put it in toy chest. You put the fire truck in the toy chest. Okay. I'm hoping we're on the right track here. And then finally, we also had a karaoke speaker. Reading that description, we see it's a large pink speaker with My First Karaoke written in shiny letters on the front. There's a button, a little indicator light, currently dark, and a jack for plugging in a microphone. Awesome. So maybe we will plug it in. We hear a click. So we plugged it in. We could turn on the karaoke machine. The little indicator light lights up. A nasty loud wail emerges from the speaker, and you hurry to turn it off again. Oh, that's right. This always happens when the microphone is too close to the speaker. Perhaps you can mount it higher up on a stand. Aha. Chat, what do you think we should do? You want to state the obvious? Make your presence known? Don't be shy. And don't make me choose. Nothing. Quiet group today. Well, I think I'm going to go back to the toy chest. If I can find it. Here it is. We can take the microphone stand. So we got the microphone stand. Maybe we drop it. You place the microphone stand on the floor. Awesome. Let's microphone, put it in stand. Cool, so we put the microphone in the stand. Let's try to sing into it. I'm not going to be singing for you all today, but the lyrics that were sung, a smile is something special, a ribbon is something rare, so I'll be special and I'll be rare, with a smile and a ribbon in my hair. Such wonderful words, Emma. Impressive. Poetic. All at the age of 6. Okay, so we did that. I don't know what else there is for there. So our current goal is to continue cleaning our toys. Inventory is empty. So maybe we'll head south back to the landing. Alright, chat. Another chance to decide. We can continue exploring rooms upstairs. We have Mom's office, I believe. Yeah, there's a study to the south that we can go to. We have Nolan's room to the west. Otherwise, we can head back downstairs, check out the laundry room, or start to clean up the pillow fort, the blanket fort we had. Any input at all? What would you like to do next? Maybe we'll do a drum roll. Oh. Nothing. Alright, well, I kind of want to check out the study, so we'll head south and check out the study. So a window in the eastern wall overlooks the main street. A bookshelf stands next to the window. Propped up against one wall is a flimsy work desk with Mom on a rolling chair next to it. There's also an enormous potted plant in a corner. Open doors lead west and north. Mom frowns. I wonder why. So the description of the room definitely matches what the dollhouse was describing, so that's interesting. Maybe supports the theory of, somehow like controlling the household from the dollhouse or something like that. We'll have to see where this goes, but I am curious to see why the mom's frowning. Maybe we'll interact with her to see if we can get some more information. So mom has long brown hair and a ponytail. She sits on the rolling chair, wearing her usual gray pants and white top under a gray jacket. Holding her phone in a tight grip, she looks very busy and concerned. Mom presses her fingers against her temples. Mom is stressed out. She's definitely in need of some wine or some other form of de-stressing. I don't know if it would be a good decision to do the talk to her option, but I think I'm going to. But let's see what the phone is. Mom's phone is pink with a silver edge. Mom taps on her phone. Okay, so she's not on a phone call, so maybe we will talk to her. Oh, mom is talking on the phone. She says yes, no, yes, yes, twice. Let's try talking to her. Hi, Mom. Not now, honey, when I'm on the phone. Let's keep pushing her buttons. Let's see what happens. Who are you talking to? No, I double checked. Mom is on the phone again. Probably work related. We can make her feel guilty a little and say, when do you have time? Or we can say, see you, Mom, and leave. Or stop talking to her at least. When do you have time? But that's clearly outlined in the terms of service. Mom is on the phone. We are put on the back burner. Work comes first for this mother. So we'll say, see you. She says, mm-hmm. Let's take a look at this bookshelf that's in the study. Lots of boring books for grown-ups. Mom's book is there too. And Mom is looking intently at her phone. Let's take a look at Mom's book. The Impossible Bottle on the Inhabitability of Locally Euclidean Self-Intersecting Manifolds. Okay. Euclidean. I know I've seen that word before. I'm blanking on what that is. Let me look at that really quick. Relating to or denoting the system of geometry. Oh, right. Based on the work of Euclid and corresponding to the geometry of ordinary experience. All points on a Euclidean circle are equidistant from the center. Okay. I don't really know how to describe this for the average person, but it's some form of geometry. I didn't prepare to give a educated answer on this today, but look into it more if you're not understanding that. Self-intersecting manifolds, interesting. According to Mom, it's something you'll understand when you get older. She's still stressed out, fingers still on her temples. Let's take a look out of this window. See the main street devoid of people on the lazy Sunday afternoon. On the sill is a geranium in a pot. It sits there quietly, vegetating. Its flowers are reddish purple, and you can still hear Mom talking on the phone in the background. We have the work desk we can still check out. It's a laptop computer on the desk. As always, Mom's computer is full of text. Boring work-related text for grown-ups like rules for judges, which authors should know too. It gives us the option to read it. I'm assuming at 6 years old we're not going to understand much of it, but this is a passage from the computer, not obligated to replay updated versions of entries they have already downloaded, started to play, or rated. A judge may play and rate an entry's originally submitted version or its most recent update at their own discretion. And then it continues. ... It goes on and on. Mom's job is very complicated. Mom looks intently at her phone. Yeah, so I'm picking up the mom is some sort of author or, something related to the judicial system, maybe. Maybe documenting things in the courtroom, maybe involved with politics. Who knows? I'm not going to turn off the computer. That would probably make the mom upset. Other thing we haven't examined. We have a rolling chair. It can spin, roll across the floor. Mom is on it. Can we get on it too? No. We could push it. Let's push it west. You push the rolling chair west. Okay. So we're in the master bedroom, and the mom is still on the chair. So let's see. This room is dominated by a large double bed and a worn vanity. The afternoon light filters in through a window in the western wall. A rolling chair is also here with mom on it. There's an open door to the east. Back to the study. Mom rolls east on the chair. So the double bed's obviously where we're going to bring the blanket from the blanket for it at some point. There's a vanity. It's old and worn and painted white. And there's a mirror and a drawer. A music box is on the vanity. In the mirror, if we look at the mirror, we see we're Emma, 6 years old. We're wearing a pretty dress, white leggings, and a light blue ribbon in our hair. The dress has little playful kittens all over it. Leggings are soft and comfortable. And the light blue ribbon is neat and graceful. Let's look at the vanity. We already did. Let's look in the drawer. It's closed. Let's open it. There's some makeup inside. Foundation, mascara, eyeshadow, and lots of colors. Let's take the makeup. You're not allowed to play with mom's makeup. Okay. The other thing, we have a window and the music box. Maybe we play some music. On the music box is a hollow cylinder, open on one side with pegs on the outside. When you turn the crank, the cylinder spins, and the pegs play a melody on the little metal prongs. Mom bought it in Switzerland when she was there on conference. Let's play it. Plinkety-dink, the cylinder rotates, and a tinny, slightly wrong La Cucaracha emerges from the music box. Awesome. Cool. Alright, let's head east. Back into the study. Let's go north. That goes back to the landing. I think the last thing we've got is Nolan's room. So let's head there before we head back downstairs. On the door is a no entry sign and a picture of a skull and crossbones. You can hear Nolan on the other side. Let's knock on the door. Knock, knock. What? Nolan is your big brother. He can whistle through his front teeth and has a bike with 7 gears. He hardly leaves his room anymore, except for food and video games. And he can be mean sometimes, but then on other days, he's the best brother you could ever wish for. Dad says it's because of a doll, essence. We can say, what are you up to? Can I come in? Or see you around, Nolan. I don't think I want to say goodbye yet. Any thoughts, chat? I'll give you a chance to decide. Do we want to say, what are you up to? Or ask to go in? 1 or 2. Hey, Darkstar, thank you. We'll go with option number 2. Can I come in? No, you can't. Nolan sounds annoyed. Let's ask, what are you up to then? Nolan sighs. I'm exploring a secret dungeon. Go away, Emma. So, he's playing some game. Let's say goodbye, or we can ask, have you ever felt an urge to go and play video games in some other room? Let's ask that. He says, like where? We don't even have a TV, Emma. Okay, and it looks like the conversation's going to stop there pretty much. So, let's say goodbye to Nolan. Back on the landing. I think we've checked out everything upstairs, so let's head back down and we'll start to decide from there. Let's go down. Alright, so we're back in the entrance hall. I'm going to be looking to you, chat, for the next decision. Where are we? We've got the front door we haven't checked out. I don't think it's going to let us open it, but maybe. We've got the laundry room to the west, which we haven't seen. The bathroom to the north. And then we can go back to the family room and start looking at the blanket fort. So we've got a lot of options. What do we think? We've got laundry room to the west, bathroom to the north, or go south. Laundry room it is. Thanks, Darkstar. Okay, so laundry room to the west. Let's head west. The low afternoon sun shines in through the plain window. There's a washing machine, a tumble dryer along one wall, and a tall closet. Empty clotheslines are strung across the ceiling. The basement door is to the north, and the exit is to the east. Okay, I'll let you think about where we want to go next, and I'll start examining some of these highlighted words. We've got the window. Maybe we have a different view. Through the window, we can see a park and a deserted bike trail through the window and the west wall. Okay. Washing machine is currently closed. Open it. And there's nothing inside, so let's close it. Maybe we'll check out the tumble dryer. It's currently closed. There's a handkerchief inside. It's a square piece of clean white fabric. I think we should take it, just to take it. We'll see what happens. So we have the handkerchief. Let's close the dryer. And then let's just see what they have to say about the clotheslines. White lines hang above your head. Nothing on them. Okay. And then chat, I'll look to you for the next set of instructions. We've got the closet we can examine, or the basement door to the north, or we can leave. I agree, we gotta go to the basement for sure. Let's check that out. Basement door is currently closed. Well, I'm gonna open that. Open the basement door. Let's enter the basement. So we find ourselves at the top of the basement stairs. You're on a narrow landing. Stairs lead down into darkness, and the exit is to the south. There's a small wooden cupboard on one wall and a light switch some distance above it. A large shovel hangs from a hook. Alright, well, let's shed some light on the situation and turn on the light switch. We can't reach. A grown-up could reach it, but not you. Can we use the shovel maybe? Wooden handle almost as long as yourself, and then a flat metallic bit at the end. Obviously, it's a shovel. Let's take the shovel, and let's see if we can figure out how to use it on the light switch. Alright, let's use shovel. We don't want to drop it. Maybe we use it on something. Light switch. Cool. Alright, we were on the right track there. You managed to reach the switch, only to be rewarded by a cracking sound and a bright spark. The bulb has burned out. Looks like you'll need a flashlight after all. Okay. So we'll have to find a flashlight. My guess is it's probably in that closet. Let's see. Can I put the shovel back? Can we just hang it? Put on something. Put it on the wall. Okay. Maybe we'll just drop the shovel. You place the shovel on the floor. Okay. Let's look around just to get the exit again. Exits to the south. Before we go south, let's open this cupboard. Okay. You open the small wooden cupboard, revealing a flashlight. Awesome. We needed a flashlight. It's small, handy flashlight, metallic red with a rubber cap on its rear end. The switch is in the position marked off. Alright, let's take it. Let's turn it on. But no light comes out. Alright, let's open it. You unscrew the cap and look inside the flashlight. Nothing. Okay, so probably out of batteries. So we'll need to find some batteries. Or some power source. Let's see. Stairs. Steep and unforgiving. Let's go south and check out the closet. So the closet is a plain white closet, currently closed. Let's open it. You open the tall closet, revealing some cleaning equipment. Mops, detergents, dusters, and the vacuum cleaner. Which the dad's gonna need eventually, but a large musty smelling creature with a trunk and tail, capable of much noise, but thankfully quiet now. It has a small cover on its belly. Cool. Okay, so we can't go down the stairs yet. Let's head out. So we'll head east back to the entrance hallway. We got the bathroom, or back to the family room. What do you think, Darkstar? Or anyone else in chat? Bathroom or family room? You gotta find some sort of power source for the flashlight so we can check out the basement. And of course we have the blanket fort that we're gonna need to start to clean up before the guests arrive. Alright, family room it is. Thank you. Okay, so sitting room. Green sofa. I don't think we looked at that before. It's a long, cozy sofa covered in green velvet with room for about 4 people. Let's look under it. You find nothing under the sofa. You get on the sofa. A bubbling and frothing inferno of red-hot molten rocks surrounds you in every direction. The floor is lava. The lava froths and sputters. I don't know if you've seen that show on Netflix, The Floor is Lava. If you haven't, you're not missing much. I think the best part of that entire show is just how overacted, like, so essentially it's like an obstacle course that takes place in a big room, and the whole premise is, you gotta hop from obstacle to obstacle and not fall off into, the lava that's the floor. And the only comical part about the whole show, to me at least, is when the participants do fall off, they just over edit it to the point that they just disappear forever into the water on the floor, and they play like some ridiculous sound as they fall down. And aside from that, I'd say this show is just really over edited. They're trying to do a lot of things and keep it funny, but it's kind of just cringe, kind of like this podcast has been so far. But anyways, back to the story. Floor is lava. Alright, we can leave the sofa, I think. And never mind the lava. We've got the window. I don't think we looked out, but that's alright. The wooden chairs. They are heavy wooden chairs with lion feet. Sometimes you sit in the blanket fort and pretend there are real lions outside. The blanket fort, as a reminder, it's the size of a dining room table. Dad wants you to take the blanket back up to the large bedroom upstairs. All right, so we went in before. I say let's take the blanket and bring it up to the bed. You take the blanket, revealing the dining table. Phew. Oh, so the blanket was on top of the table. Very cool. Phew, that was the last toy you had to clean up, unless you're forgetting something. Time to go and put the blanket on the bed in the master bedroom. Awesome. Some guidance. That's what we wanted to see. So let's look around so we get our exits again. I think we want to go west. No, west is the kitchen. Let's go north then. Back to the entrance hall. We'll head up the spiral staircase. Back to the landing. We'll head back to the study, which is south. And then from here, I think we go west into the master bedroom. Go to the double bed. We'll open our inventory. Use the blanket and put it on the bed. You place the blanket on top of the large double bed. All right, you've cleaned up. Let's report to Dad. Progress. And to learn from past episodes, I'm going to go ahead and save so far so that in the event we reach some sort of technical issue, we aren't screwed out of having to redo the whole episode. So we'll save. I have that down there. I will take care of that after. But now we'll be able to restore in the event something happens. So let's head back down to the kitchen and let Dad know we're done cleaning. North. We'll go down. We'll go east. Oh, front door is closed. Besides, you're not allowed to go out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember. South. Back to the sitting room, and then from here, we go north? No, sorry. We'll go back west to the kitchen. All right, let's talk to Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Emma. By the way, have you seen my phone anywhere? Dad adds a pinch of salt. I don't think we saw a phone anywhere. I know the mom had a phone, so I don't think we've seen his phone. Let's let him know we're done cleaning up the toys. Way to go, Emma. I'll go and have a look right away. Sure, Dad. Dad wipes his hands on his apron, winks at you, and starts looking around the room. Kitchen counter with stove, sink, and oven. So we're still in the kitchen. There's a door leading east to the sitting room. Dad looks all over the room to see if you left any toys. Then he disappears east to the sitting room. Alright, maybe we just follow him around. What do you think? Any ideas, chat? I think we checked all this other stuff out before. Yeah, he did leave, so maybe we'll follow him east to the sitting room. Dad looks all over the room to see if he left any toys. Then he disappears north to the entrance hall. Let's go ahead and continue following. Dad looks all around the room to see if he left any toys. He goes up to the landing. Then he disappears south to the study. Mom is still on the phone. He disappears into the master bedroom, which is west. Let's continue following him around like a shadow. So, cool. Dad looks all around the room to see if he left any toys. Ah, there you are, Emma. Good work cleaning up. I'll be able to vacuum now, as soon as I can get that casserole in the oven. You smile at Dad. Great. So, current goals. We have to help Dad find his phone. And he has the to-do list from the fridge that we saw, with cooking still his top priority. Alright, so current task is to find the phone. We do have the flashlight with no batteries, and we have a handkerchief. Chet, have we seen a cell phone aside from the one the mom had? I don't believe we have. So it very well could be in the basement. I think we've looked everywhere else. Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe we'll head back down then. Oh, I don't think we've checked out the bathroom. So let's go there. Maybe his phone's somewhere in there. Alright, so... yeah, the map... I don't think the map goes in any more detail than just this rough floor plan sketch, which is still better than nothing. But doesn't really help exactly. Alright, so we want to go east, west, no, east, north. Back to the landing, we'll go down. Bathroom is to the north. Alright. Did we open the... we didn't open the vacuum. That's a good point. Yeah, let's check out the bathroom, and then if we don't get anything there, we'll go to the vacuum and open that up. Alright, so we open the bathroom door. It's got a gray plastic floor, tiled walls, a blurry window high up on the eastern wall. There's a toilet, sink underneath a mirror, and a shower. The exit is south. Looking out the blurry window, we see light gets in, but you can't see what's on the other side. Just a normal toilet. It flushes just fine. We can look at the sink. It's an ordinary porcelain sink with a tap. 2 bottles are on the sink, soap and hand sanitizer. Can turn it on. Water splashes into the sink. Great. Let's turn it off. And then liquid soap bottle. It's got a scent of hawthorn blossoms. And finally, hand sanitizer. The bottle says professionally antibacterial hand gel. but it probably works for amateurs too. Hilarious. All right. Let's see. Mirror. We've got the same description as before. And lastly, the shower. A silvery thing on the wall. When you turn it on, water comes out from above and eventually finds its way into your eyes. Turn it on. I already had a shower today. Okay, so we can't do anything else there. I'm not seeing anything sticking out. Maybe we go check out that vacuum again and see if we can open it. So the vacuum was at the laundry room, which is to the west. In the closet. Vacuum cleaner. We can open it. You open the small cover, revealing a whole lot of dust. Okay. I don't think we want to take the dust. Okay, we'll close that back up again. A bummer indeed. Alright, my next thought for where the phone could be, maybe it's in the fridge. Maybe in all his, focus with cooking the dinner for the guests that are coming, he misplaced the phone in the fridge. So we could head back to the kitchen maybe. Any other ideas? I don't think there's any cabinets or anything we haven't looked at yet, but it's got to be somewhere. Yeah, we'll go back to the kitchen. Let's take a look at the refrigerator. We can open it. Oh yeah, we didn't open the fridge before. So you open the refrigerator, revealing a half-eaten birthday cake. Dad's rinsing onions. A half-eaten cake on a plate. It looks delicious. I don't think we want to take it out. Okay. Kitchen counter. I would think he would see his phone if it was just sitting there, and I'm not seeing it mentioned in the description. We could always have the mom call his phone, but she's pretty busy. So she doesn't have time to talk to her daughter. I don't think she would have time to make the quick call. Yeah, I think we need the batteries too. Question is, where are the batteries? Nolan, we could ask Nolan for batteries maybe. Up in the room. The cupboard only had the flashlight. Yeah, we'll go check in with Nolan, see if anything's changed. I like that idea. Alright, so I think we go north, back to the entrance hall. We'll head up. We'll go to Nolan's room. Let's open it. You can hear Nolan in there, so it's best to knock. Yeah, we did that before. Maybe if Nolan will open if you knock with the Morse code for N, as in Nolan. Let's see. That's one long, one short. So we do that, and he asks, what is it? Let's see. Can we come in? I told you, no. What are you up to? Nolan seems upset. A Gru just got me. Will you leave me alone, Em? Okay, so none of the dialogue's changing that much. The rodent... Yeah, so he's just playing the game, not really giving us any helpful information there. That's okay though. It's gotta be in the study, I'm thinking, or our room. Maybe we have to take batteries out of the fire truck. We didn't really do too much in our room, so let's head back there and see if we can find anything else. Oops, wrong one. See you around, Nolan. We're back there. Let's go to our room. Best room in the house. There's a dollhouse, white table. Yep. Bed, toy chest, karaoke speaker. Nibbles is still on the bed, and the pillow's there that we saw before. We'll give Nibbles another hug, and then go back to the toy chest maybe. Inside the toy chest, we've got the fire truck, jigsaw piece, and the wardrobe for the dollhouse. Let's take a look at that. We didn't do that before. It's made of wood, painted in a dark color with details in gold. The doorknobs are beads. The little wardrobe is closed. All right, let's open it. So we take the wardrobe. You open the door side, the doll-sized wardrobe, revealing some tiny clothes. All right, tiny clothes, such as dresses, jackets, and shiny shoes. I don't know. We could take it. I don't know what that'll do for us, but let's take them so we don't have to come back. Oh, the clothes are just a picture glued to the inside of the wardrobe. All right, then. Let us close it. Let's drop the wardrobe. Do we have the wardrobe on us? We do. All right, let's go to the dollhouse and put it in there, maybe. All right, so let's take some time, examine the dollhouse, and then if we don't make a lot of progress there, maybe we'll call it an episode for today and we'll pick it up next time. But if we make some good progress, maybe we'll stick with it for a bit. And then we could check out the truck too before. So I did examine the wooden plaque on the dollhouse, and it says small house. Dad made it for you back when he was taking woodworking classes. Very cool. There's a small hatch on the back. The hatch covers the battery compartment of the dollhouse. It is held in place by a small screw. We need something to unscrew the screw first. Okay. So we know we need to find a screwdriver. Which we didn't find yet. Maybe it's somewhere else. Let's it's got a slotted head. Okay, flat head, I'm assuming. Yeah, alright, so we definitely need a screwdriver or something. I don't know if we want to dig through every one of these descriptions here. I'm trying to see if there's anything that might be like a container for a small screwdriver or something. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see. Fire truck. Ladder is retracted. We'll take it. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. I think the batteries are going to come from the dollhouse. So let's try and find this screwdriver. Okay, so we'll go back to the landing. Now, where could this screwdriver be? There might be something in the study we missed. Nolan seems to be a lost cause. Our room we were just in. Maybe we go back to the study. Or we can ask Dad for a screwdriver, possibly. She's still on her phone. Can't you make a small exception? So this is the dialogue we hear while she's on the phone. Can't you make a small exception? It's for my daughter. So she's talking about Emma. Let's try talking to her. She's still ignoring. Oh, we do have a new dialogue. So, Mom, could you call Dad's phone so we can find it? Oh. So we ask that. She says, huh? Oh, the adorable plotter. Sure, honey. Mom taps a few times on on the display, but now I really have to work. Oh, cool. So a window in the eastern wall overlooks the main street. Just the description of the study. A ringing sound is coming from the doll-sized wardrobe, which I think we did take. So, yeah. Let's open it. Wait. So we open it, revealing tiny clothes, which we saw before, which is just an image glued to the walls of it. A ringing sound is coming from the doll-sized wardrobe itself. You have no idea how that works. Okay. That does kind of confuse me. So that's his phone, or the phone's not inside. Close it. Maybe we bring the phone to the dad? Yeah, I like that idea. Alright, let's see if I can remember the way back. So east, north, back to the landing. We go down. Then we go south to the sitting room. West to the kitchen. Go to the dad. Talk to Dad. Hey Dad, have you seen my phone anywhere? Why do you need your phone anyway? Aren't you cooking? I'm going to make a casserole, but I don't remember if I'm supposed to use eggs or eggplant, and I have a photo of the recipe on the phone. Have you seen it anywhere? Oh, okay. So maybe we can give phone to Dad, or give the wardrobe to the dad. Give it to who? Dad. Cute. Have you seen my phone though? Alright, so that didn't come together. We open it. Oops. Inventory. Doll-sized wardrobe. Open it. Give it to Dad. Again, maybe? Why isn't it ringing? I need you to call again, Mom. I wonder if there's like some command limit or something. Like once she calls, you have like 3 commands or something to get back to Dad before it stops ringing. Not sure. All right. We are getting to about the hour and a half mark in the episode, so I'm thinking maybe we'll save and pick this up next time. Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll save our progress so far. I will now begin the outro. I want to thanks everyone to listening. Thanks to you, Darkstar, especially for helping and participating. It makes it a lot more fun having someone interact during the episode. Those of you listening on YouTube, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can get all future uploads. For those that don't know, all episodes do get uploaded to the YouTube channel. Channel is called DMMC Pod, same as the Twitch channel you're on now. Episodes are recorded every Saturday around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I had been doing 3 p.m., but it seems to work better at 2. So if you haven't already, follow on Twitch so that you get the notification when we go live next week. Follow on Instagram as well. Same handle, DMMC Pod. I usually post a story on there before going live to give an idea of when we're going live. And aside from that, one more quick shameless plug before we close it out. I did recently release an album on Bandcamp. If you're a fan of ambient music, hold on, technical difficulties, that's not showing up. If you're a fan of ambient music, alright, the graphic's gone, but I had it before. Anyways, if you're a fan of ambient music, experimental music, I released an album under the name Void Squared on Bandcamp. The album is called Process. Feel free to check it out if you want. It's free to download. You can check the description for the link. It was a lot of fun to make. It's free to download, like I said, and when you download it, you get 2 bonus tracks as well. Feel free to check it out and let me know how you liked it. We'll pick up this episode again next week. We'll do a part 2 and continue with this story. And then after that, we'll take a look at other submissions from the 2020 competition, probably looking up at the second first place finisher, which I don't remember the name of, but we'll talk about that next week for sure. Thanks again for watching. I'll close it out by playing the first track on the album and close it out that way. And until next time, I'll see you then.